Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment of GBWF Control Center. On the Control Center, we get you up to date of all the upcoming news, the events, everything you need to know about GBWF. And this is for all our great fans, even for our haters. Just check us out. First of all, on this card, coming up, the most patriotic show of the year, GBWF presents Stars and Stripes Live, July 20th, on a Saturday evening, 2013. The biggest patriotic house show of the year. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great card announced for you already. 3 matches have been signed. I've heard the Locks is going to be there. Fidel Faguerulo's suspension is gone as of July 19th. So he will be there. We gained a superstar. We lost 2. We will address that here in just a few minutes. But right now, I want to run down this great card. I want to start with Chuckles versus Maybach. These 2 young upstarts, you've seen them here for the last few months. They're rookies. They're very, very, very good rookies. And Chuckles, the little clown, he's getting a lot from the fans. A lot of people love this young man. You can kind of see why. Maybach, he's a little more intense. Maybach is here for one reason. He's let it be known. He wants to make something of himself. And that's what people are here to do. So the best thing to do is just take these 2 young men, throw them in the ring, and let them go at it. Now you got Maybach's a little bit bigger than Chuckles now. A little bit bigger. But Chuckles has heart. He's got a heart like a lion. And he's going to come for Maybach on July 20th. Chuckles had a great matchup at in the Ironman tournament at Heart and Soul with KJ Raw, who just came out of nowhere. Signed his GBWF contract, came out, denounced EGWA, did what he had to do. Hell, I stunned him. He got up, shook my hand. He's good to go. He's ready. He'll be there, and we'll talk about him a little more in a minute. But Chuckles versus Maybach. Maybach said he's going to drive himself out that side door and come straight for Chuckles. Chuckles says he. Hey, we're going to put these 2 one-on-one. They've already been beefing on the internet for some months. Let's let them go at it and see what happens. That will happen live July 20th. Match number 2, I'm really, really excited about. A lot of the guys in our, dramatic locker room are very excited about this match. First of all, it is just been announced that it will be the Master of the Swanton Bomb match. Both these young men use the Swanton Bomb. They use it very, very well. They get what they need done with it. They win matches with it. Hell, I've seen KJ Raw win matches with it, and I've seen Asylum Clown win matches with it. And if you're living under a rock, you would know that it's KJ Raw versus Asylum Clown already. It's going to be a Swanton Bomb match. Here are the rules to this Swanton Bomb match. We know how Asylum Clown is. KJ Raw says he's crazy, so let's let him be crazy. No disqualification. No count out. No pinfalls. The way you win the match is all you got to do is successfully hit a Swanton Bomb off some kind of high elevation. And that's how you win the match. I'm really looking forward to seeing this young man, KJ Raw. I've known him for about a year and a half. Very good wrestler. He's kind of quiet, but he lets you know when it's time. And he's going to let you guys know. He's going to show you that he's ready. He's ready for Asylum Clown. It's his second matchup. He's got the main event clown. And I'm telling you, when you get in the ring with Asylum Clown, it's going to be a knock-down, drag-out affair. A good old Donnybrook, as they say. Katie, bar the door. But we're moving on. from KJ Raw and Asylum Clown. What a match that is going to be. Now we get to the GBWF Heavyweight Championship match. Good friends, better rivals is what I like to call it. And from what I understand, these two young men are still somewhat friends. And I'm talking about none other than JD the Kid versus the GBWF World Heavyweight Champion Biohazard. These two go way back. They've known each other since they were little kids. They've hung around together in high school, middle school, all kind of schools. They've done it all together. They've been in matches together. They've had tag matches where they're tag team partners. But their matches have become one of GBWF's prize type matches. Like maybe a Ric Flair versus a Ricky Steamboat. Yeah, matches like that, you know. They know each other so well that they can counteract each other's moves. It's going to be very impressive, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you can go back 3 years ago when I brought GBWF back from the ashes after I had been out of it for, 10, 11 years. And I'd quit when I was 16, and, I was glad to definitely be back doing what I do best. And things have changed in the backyard wrestling business since then as well. And, I mean, pro wrestling kind of being guarded out of backyard wrestling to more of the hardcore stuff, which you will see in the KJ Raw Asylum Clown match. These two, I expect more of a scientific wrestling match. JD the Kid is a brawler. We know that. Biohazard, he's got all the scientific skills. He can do what it takes. But one thing about these two young men that make it so extravagant when these two get together is because for some reason they can't stand when the other one has the GBWF title. They're friends now. I don't get it. It's either ego, it could be, jealousy towards each other, it could be this, it could be that. I don't know, but they don't get along when one of them has the title. So, JD the Kid, he went in there. He won the Battle Royal. We've seen that knockdown, drag out, 10-minute time limit draw at the Iron Man tournament at Heart and Soul. And that was a great matchup. Both of them laying on the ground. Well, that ain't going to happen this time because it's a 60-minute time limit. And with the 60-minute time limit, anything can happen in GBWF. We already know that. And keep in mind that the Asylum Clown is still walking around with his Stairway to Heaven briefcase, which he can cash in at any time. So, guys, just be ready for that whenever it happens. I'm sure he has a perfect time for that, and he is an opportunist, so he is waiting for that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your match card. Chuckles versus the Maybach. We got the Swanton Bomb match between Asylum Clown and KJ Raw. And the main event, good friends, better rivals. The GBWF Heavyweight Championship, JD the Kid versus Biohazard, the heavyweight champion of the world for an unprecedented 5th time. Now, we told you we were going to get to the other issues here at GBWF, and man, we've had some issues lately, and I apologize to all my fans for the unprofessionalism, there's a good word, unprofessionalism for some of these young men. Pierre Francois, nothing personal to this kid at all, and I sincerely want to thank him for coming out and wrestling on GBWF shows. But the reason why he was let go is because the match he had with Maybach, it was no DQ. It was a street fight. Yeah, fine. You're supposed to do what you feel, do what you want to. Hit him with anything you want to. But trying to stab a man, that's a little too far for me. And I mean, you can hate me or love me for it, but I don't want somebody getting killed on my watch, son. And that's one thing, one reason why Pierre Francois was let go. Another reason is he say stuff about, we don't have turnbuckles, this and that. He didn't get along with the guys backstage, and, I guess that's some of the drama that Fernando Carrillo was talking about. We didn't have no problem backstage until then. So I made the decision to, it wasn't me that just came out and said, hey, Pierre needs to be let go. It was a GBWF group thing. We all talked about it. We thought that what was done was ridiculous. And that's why he is let go from the GBWF roster. We wish him very well on his future endeavors. If he goes to Empire, whatever that is, I hope he does good there. Now, Fernandez, whatever you want to call him, he flushed all his accomplishments in GBWF down the toilet because we let Pierre go. Let me tell you something about Fernando Carrillo. Alright. He said some pretty harsh things on the website. Some of them definitely not true. I have the say-so, the last say-so in anything. But look, son, you were there. I have a partnership with the woman who owns the arena, the venue. And she don't want Pierre back. So what can I say? What am I going to put GBWF in jeopardy for this one guy? Sorry, Fernando, I'm not going to do that. The partnership is the reason why he did some things she told him not to do. He was very disrespectful to her. And we're not going to have that here. You can be your character. Be who you are. But don't be disrespectful and ungrateful. And Fernando is very disrespectful and ungrateful. And we really didn't know that. Probably because he's a little squeak. He sits back and he'll listen for a little while. But if he doesn't get things his way, and we've been down this road before, everything goes haywire. And this time, it was because we let go of Pierre Francois. There's no other reason. First of all, he's been in title matches. He won the GBWF championship. He had a decent run. Now, in my mind, he was a boring champion, but that's just me. A lot of people liked him. But he was GBWF champion. He was going to headline International Incident in August against JD the Kid. I mean, come on. That match was already set to take place in August. And he didn't want it. And hell, it could possibly have been for the GBWF World Heavyweight Championship. But, he wanted to give it all up because we let his little friend go. I mean, then he says, oh, I'm going to the Indies and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I think this is the last time you'll ever see Fernandez in a wrestling match. Seriously. He don't know what he wants to do. He's always whining and moping and pouting about something. I told him to quit grab-assing around. We got a damn show to do. He went in the corner and pouted for 2 hours, and you can ask anybody that, Jack. Ask anybody. He pouted for 2 hours and won't come to me and say, hey, you kind of made me mad, bro. I mean, look, it ain't my fault you're acting like a 2-year-old when you're 19 years old. I mean, come on. And that pouting, that's like a 1-year-old. I know 1-year-olds that act better than that. That's ridiculous. And at least I don't have to listen to that pouting and whining and crying every show and babying people. I'm tired of having to baby these people. They want to call themselves badasses and wrestlers and tough guys. Tough guys don't whine and cry. They pick up the pieces and they go home. So, besides that, Fernandez, I don't think we'll ever see you back in the GBWF ring. I don't think you'll ever be in the ring again, and I don't think you're going to be a rock star. Now, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But seriously, man, you want to put me down? Why don't you look at yourself before you talk about anybody else? A lot of other things have been going on in GBWF. I don't know who is making these statements. Who are they? I have no clue who they are. They've been calling my phone, leaving me messages day in and day out. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Let me answer this, and I'll get back to you in just a second. Yeah. Hello?
Jason, we're calling. It's the end of you know it. There's no more running or hiding, we know the truth. Mr. CEO.
Yeah, I am.
Things are going to turn for the worst.
What are you talking about? Who is this? Who in the hell is this? Ladies and gentlemen, you see what I'm talking about? Whoever these guys are, they are after me and my company. They've already said they've already eliminated me, JD the Kid, and Biohazard. That they're going to go for the surface, which is Asylum Clown. They said the core is eliminated. I don't know what that means. I'm still here. Hey, I ain't going nowhere, Jack. Look at me. I'm still here. I'm here, right in your camera. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, who are these people? Is it EGWA? Could it even be our friends at CHBW? Could it be ESW? I don't know who it could be, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, why would they even come at me like this? And well, they are on their way apparently, and we will be ready for them when they get here. Hey, this star ain't up on my brow for a reason, Jack. I'm ready for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of Control Center. I got to figure out what's going on. I will see you guys later.